Okay, good morning, everyone. I hope y'all are doing great. My name is Kelly. Thank y'all for joining live, and I know a lot of people catch it on the replay. So this morning we are going to be working on Instagram. I am actually going to attempt to mirror my phone so you guys can see like some of the steps and how to do it. I'll try to show you each step and just sort of how I do it. If you already have a great way that you're doing is working for you, I certainly don't want to change that. But I also, sometimes I'm a visual learner, so sometimes I think it helps to actually like physically see us go through it. So good morning. Thank you guys for being on. Congratulations for putting the time and the effort in this morning on the working Zoom. And really, these are truly meant to just sort of work on your income producing activities, building those genuine relationships with people and putting yourself out there. When you do this on a consistent basis and long enough, and you really build those relationships, you build trust with people, you build likability, you're connecting with your ideal audience, your avatars, and it really does allow people to come to you. You're building that environment. So we are going to be specifically working on Instagram, and I'm going to just be taking you through a timed sort of work zone, and we're going to go for about 55 minutes. So I'm going to first off attempt to screen share here, mirror. Let's see if I'm technology savvy. Okay. So far, I'm not. All right, so I'm going to go on and set the timer, and then hopefully I'll be able to get this up. The very first thing we're going to do is we're going to spend 10 minutes doing a just engaging on news feeds. So 10 minutes just engaging on your news feed. We're really warming our audience up, and the reason this is important to engage before we make a post is that way more people will see it. So go on to your Instagram and just begin leaving genuine comments, leaving genuine comments to your current followers. You can go on and start to do that, and then hopefully I'll be able to get this pulled up for us. Oh, I got it. Good. Can you guys see that? Yes? Okay. All right. So I'll just walk you through sort of what this looks like to me. So when I pull this up, oftentimes what I will do is I'll go to my profile and I'll click the following over here. And I will go to this very top spot with least interacted with. That is a space that I go to a lot. And then I start looking. Oftentimes I'll find accounts in here, you guys, that I'm like, I don't really know why I'm following that person. Like, I'm not sure why I'm following that person. So I'll just go on and clean it up. And because that's not my avatar. Sometimes it's like follow for follow, or you're engaging with people or something along those lines. So I will start just going down this list, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is definitely someone that I look like I want to follow. She looks like she's in Isagenix. So I will go to her post, and I'm going to actually like it, and then I'm going to read it, and I'm going to make a genuine comment back to her. So after I do that, I'll go through. I want to make sure that she sees me. So I'll go through and I will probably just like a ton of her things, because I want her to be like, wow, this girl really is, liking my stuff. But I definitely want to read something to make a genuine comment. And then if I feel pulled to connect with her on a deeper level, I will go to the message. Okay, so I'll let you guys sort of watch as I do it, but obviously you do yours as well. Okay, so and if you are don't want to listen, that's totally fine. Keep on going, but I do want to just show you guys what I did. So I went to this girl's page and made a genuine comment, and then I went into her DM and just said good morning and said, gave her a compliment. I gave her like, it takes courage and thanks for inspiring me this morning, because really truly it's a way to get to know her. And now I liked 5 of her posts. I made a genuine comment. I dropped in her message. And then, I may go over here and just say, like, okay, like she is definitely fits my avatar. This is someone I want to connect with. So this may be someone that you save, that you put on your follow-ups, or it may just be someone you're aware of. So that's sort of the process. Got about a minute and a half left, you guys. Okay, guys, that is the time. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is go and interact with stories. Make sure you guys, oh, okay, let me check the things really quick. See first, no, there isn't, except for Tony. There is one way. Let me read the rest of the questions and I'll show you guys a little trick about how to do that. Oh, Ashley, no, this we are doing this Zoom is for Instagram. So sorry. But you can get on Instagram and learn. Okay, Tony, let me show you how to do that. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so when you're on here, if you want to do like set to see first, what you can do is like you see this person where this little tag is right here, you can click it and it says save to collection and you can go to the collection and like I have a collection that says engage. You can add them to that collection. So that's one way you can say like, hey, that's what I want to see. And so you can just add it on to that. So we're going to spend the next 10 minutes engaging on stories. One of the things that I like to do is I like to scroll all the way to the far left. These are the stories that you see the least amount. And I like to, see first refresh. I should have refreshed. And these are the stories that you see the least amount of. So I usually start there. And when I'm engaging in stories, um, I really like to ask questions, not just give a heart back or ask a question. Think how good it feels when someone's engaging on your story and asking a question. So it's really an opportunity for you to get to know someone. And I'm actually going to stop sharing so I can mute the line so I can hear what these people are saying. All right, 10 minutes engaging on stories. Have about 2 minutes left.
Kelly, did you say you could make it so that you follow them first on Instagram?
Uh-huh.
How did you do that again?
I'll show you at the end of this.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay. Okay, that's 10 minutes. Okay, so let me show you guys really quick again how to do that. All right, so screen share again. Okay. All right, so when you're on Instagram, there's this little right here, this little like tab or whatever, and that is called save. So you can press that little tab right there, and then you see right here where it pops up save to collection. Did you see that? So you click on the collection, and now you have like this engaged collection, and these are all the people that are on that collection. So if I want to, you know, like down here you can edit it, but you can actually like go into their profile and, you know, go into their profiles and start commenting, and it has all of your collections. So you could do your top 10, you could do different types of collections. So hopefully that makes sense. Does that make sense? Yep. Okay, perfect. And you can just, like I said, you can add to the collection. Like if you want to create a new one, you can just create a new collection. But I don't necessarily want to save those people in there, so I'm going to remove them. Okay, so the next few minutes, what we're going to do is we are going to make a post if you haven't already. And I was going to just show you guys how I will make a post. I use an app called Plan. I use this app on my phone, but it also has a desktop version. It's PLANN. Why do I use this for Instagram? Because the main reason is it spaces everything out perfect. So you know how like when you're reading on Instagram, you know, a lot of times people's words are so jumbled. Like, let me give you an example. Like if you see here and you open that up, that's my last post. See how much easier it is to read versus if I didn't have the right spacing. And just typing on Instagram, you cannot space. So this is like one of the ways to to do it, and it's through the Plan app. There's lots of other things. It's just the way that I do it. I like to plan a few things ahead of time. I will give a little caveat that right now Plan and Facebook are having a few like issues. So if you log in to the app, do it like through a different way, not through your Facebook user. So I like this because you literally can hit copy and paste, and it takes you right there to it. And it spaces everything out. I'm not all the way done with my post, but I can literally just copy the thing and look, everything is there. So it's an app that you need to, this is not necessarily the time to do it, but put that on your to-do list. It'll make your Instagram posting much, much easier. So we're gonna set the timer for 5 minutes. And if you've already made a post on Instagram, then go back and start engaging with the people who've liked it.
Kelly, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to change up my, you know how you're supposed to like have a format on your Instagram? I've been wanting to change that. Do you just do it and just let it evolve?
Yep. Just do it.
Okay.
And the Plan app is, it's really good because you can see all your stuff. You can plan out your photos and stuff. And I try to like mix up between like, my family, my kids, myself, and then quotes is sort of what I try to mix up.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, we're going to do 5 minutes. Here's another little trick about the Plan app, you guys, is that you can save hashtags once you post. You can go to this little hashtag thing, and like I have already created these 4 hashtag sets because I know that there are hashtags that I want to be in. So I will copy that hashtag and I go and put it in my comments. And then I'll add a few other ones.
I have a question, Kelly.
Uh-huh.
Do you think it matters to have those hashtags on Facebook? I know it works well with Instagram.
Yeah, you know what? Before I would have said no, but in the last 30 days, Facebook is starting to use hashtags. So that's why you start to see them. I don't think you need a bunch. You know, it's not, this is more like a category, like it finds you. You can find people from hashtags, which Instagram, I mean, Facebook is starting to do that. But I think having 1 or 2 hashtags at the bottom of your Facebook is a good practice to have.
Okay.
Not nearly as important as here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So that is our time. So the other thing that I do, you guys, after you make a post, go on and share it. You can click this little arrow right here and you can share it. And it's just an easy thing to share directly to your stories. And then I usually will add like a GIF. You could just put like new post or something, and you can add something to it, and then maybe even put something like, you know, about the post. Because what it does is there are some people that don't look at your stories. They just look at your stories. They don't look at your actual news feed. So this will maybe get them over to your news feed. Cool.
Is there a way to put it on your Instagram story?
Yeah, that's what I just did.
Because when mine says add post to your story, it goes to my page, my other page. It doesn't go to my Instagram story.
When you're on Instagram?
Yeah, like I'm on my post and I clicked on that share button you said.
Yep.
It goes to my other page. It doesn't go to my Instagram story.
And you say add post to story?
Yep, but if I click it, it doesn't go to my Instagram.
How do you know that?
Because I see my picture of, I've tried it before.
Oh, I don't know. It must be something in your settings then. Yeah, it should, because you're on Instagram. Should go to that story before it goes to Facebook.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it must be something you have set up in your settings. So maybe check out your settings. Okay, so the next, let's see here. We're going to do a, let's see here, what's next? Okay, so next we're going to go into our stories. Now that we've been spending all this time, we've done our engagement, we've engaged on people. So we're going to go into our stories. A lot of times when I'm posting, you know, really first time in the morning, I'll go and I'll look back. You guys, if you follow me on my stories, I always post about my capsules in the morning. And you know, so right now I really haven't posted much, but I do know that yesterday I posted an invite for the social media thing that we have tonight. So today I may just want to post, you know, something specific. So I'm actually going to go and I'm going to talk on my stories and offer a little encouragement about the post I just made, about like accepting the challenge and supporting women. And when you're talking on your stories, it can be 1 minute or less. And then I would also encourage you to when you're talking into it, to type words on it as well. So like if I'm going to go on there and I'm going to say, I just made this post about women supporting women, and today I'm challenging you to go out and to, support someone, pick someone up when they're down. So saying something along those lines. If you have not posted about the Wi-Fi Wealth Live tonight, the invitation, there's a story that I made for you guys. It's on United We Thrive, the team announcements for the week. You can use that. Just make sure that you have a call to action when you're creating your stories. And the biggest tip I can give you about stories and how to have people come to you is, remember, it's a story. It's sort of the background of what your life is like. It's sort of like behind the scenes of your world. So people want to see in there. They want to see, like, I love posting, hey, we have an opportunity. We have 9 optional working Zooms that you get to get on. You get to come on and be a part of a community and work together. There are so many people who need a community right now and who would love to just be like shown and guided through how to build a business. And that's what this is. So something along those lines. I'm going to set the timer for 5 minutes and post something to your stories. And those are a few ideas. Is what visible to others, Beth? Okay, you guys. All right. So we're going to spend the last 15 minutes on engaging with a hashtag. Now I'm going to screen share with you guys again because I get a lot of questions about this, how to do this, what's the best approach. So let me mirror my phone again with y'all. All right, so now that you've made your post, you've done some engaging, the best thing that I like to do is I like to go to one of the hashtags that I actually used. So for example, I may go to, let's see here, I'm gonna choose tired mama. Okay, I'm going to choose that hashtag this morning. So when you get to a hashtag, you have top and then you have recent to choose from. Always go to recent because what that means, you see where my photo is, there's 2 people who have used this hashtag after me. All right, and so that means these are the people who have been online. They're most likely online right now. So I just honestly start at the very, very beginning and I sort of look and I say, okay, this person is typing in English. That is, I speak English. If you speak another language, that's great. But I make sure that that is the case. And then I will sort of look. And this is where knowing your avatar is so important because immediately within 2 seconds, I can know, do I want to engage with her or do I not? So I love the fact that she, is talking about she's a mom. Remember, she's talking about self-love. So this is someone that I'm going to like. I'm going to take time. I'm going to go to her profile and I'm going to see, okay, well, she doesn't use stories. Okay. So you see there's no red around it. So I know she doesn't use stories, but she was just on. And so then I go and I look, oh, well, she was just on one day ago. So that means that she probably uses Instagram pretty regularly. So once I know that she uses Instagram pretty regularly, then I'm like, okay, I'm going to engage with her. So I'm actually, now I liked 3 of her posts. So I may go just like, because I want to make sure that she sees me when she comes on her Instagram. I want her to know that she sees a bunch of things, interactions from my account. And so then I'll actually go and I will read her post and I will make a genuine comment. And if I feel pulled to DM her, I'll definitely will. Like, I'm not shy about doing that. DMing on Instagram is much more like readily accepted and people do it all the time. So one of the other tips I will give you guys about DM is if like you go there, if you don't know this is a good tip and then I'll be quiet. Down here at the very bottom, you can create all these quick replies. And how you do that is you just go to that button and you can you could do like hashtag follow or something, and then you can just write out a quick message that you want to say. And what it does is it allows you to, let's see here. So like, for example, I have let's see here. So if somebody follows me, I have just a lot of different types of things that I just automatically say and then I add on to it. It just saves you time. Does that make sense?
Where is it again?
So if you go down here, if you're in the message box, you go to this little, like where those 3 dots are for quick replies, and then you hit the plus sign and then you type it out. So I would like name it something like new follow, hello, thanks for the follow, or like this one, like I use this one a lot. I love your page and so happy to connect with you. Tell me more about what you do. Okay, something like super, super simple. So
That's so helpful, Kelly. I didn't know that.
oh, good. I'm glad.
I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. It just helps you like be able to connect. I mean, in a 10-minute hashtag like working time, I can easily connect with like 10 to 15 people by just doing that sort of process. But it's quick. Don't overthink it. Don't like look at their account. You should be able to do it in 30 to 45 seconds, all of those steps. Like once you get used to it, it may take you a few to get used to it. But it's so cool because if you have an extra 10 minutes or you're sitting, hanging out, or waiting for something, like this is a really good exercise to grow your following and make connections with people.
I feel like instead of Facebook Foundation traffic, which has been like really hit or miss, I feel like the hashtags from Instagram follow and engaging is just a little more, I mean, it's like a less hassle to me.
And people are so used to Instagram. I mean, like it is every single day if people are on Instagram and they're, meeting people, like getting DMs and stuff is just like a natural thing.
Mhm.
I mean, it's so much more accepted on Instagram than it is on Facebook. Like Facebook, it's almost like we're having like, a first date. Where here it's like we're shaking hands.
It is.
So, yeah.
Oh my,
Okay, you guys, I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes and I'm just going to leave my screen up so you can just sort of, watch me or y'all can do on the replay. Just sort of watch what I think it's helpful sometimes to actually see how people do it. So, no, I lost it. So I'll tell you guys, like as I'm looking through this, you do want to take a little bit of time to read because like I can tell this lady, she says #3 simple steps, even though she doesn't say anything about Thrive, most likely that's what she's talking about. So that would be someone that I would not, and you see right here it says rise, thrive, and be happy. That's someone I'll skip over. I'll like her stuff, but I'll skip over following and engaging with. So just another tip.
Kelly, can I ask a quick question?
Of course.
Do you engage with other network marketers? So like, I really liked this one lady.
Uh-huh.
She's from Beauty Counter. So do you do that or
Absolutely.
you do? Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't ever like I never try to sway someone like to, leave their business if they're happy, like love them where they're at and, cheer them on and be that sort of cheerleader, but you can still build a relationship with people. Things change. If they sell makeup, then oftentimes I will even say, hey, like let's support each other. You send me some makeup, you send me some makeup, I'll send you some Thrive, sort of collaboration. I actually do that with several different people. We'll swap out products, they'll share their experience with their audience and vice versa for me, even though like I'm not trying to recruit them or anything like that. But I do engage with them 100% because the good thing about engaging with people, they believe in the industry already. Now, the bad thing is that sometimes they're burned or they feel like, um, they've put time in and not been successful, but you sort of learn that.
Okay. Great.
Got about 2 minutes, you guys. Okay, you guys, that is right at time. I hope that that was helpful for everyone. Let me know, do you guys have any questions or anything before we hop off? I've got a few extra minutes if anybody has any questions.
I have one quick one, Beth.
Yeah, go ahead.
Beth is about to ask one too. If Instagram, if there's on their profile, if it says life coach or anything like that, do you follow them or?
So I think it depends on your avatar, like who is your ideal person. So someone like that, if someone is really, really invested in whatever they're doing, like I probably wouldn't necessarily follow myself because I'm very like to recruit me
Yeah.
because I'm very like invested in what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I may follow them for inspiration, or if I love the stuff that they're saying, it's going to inspire me. And like, I want to be, part of that tribe. Maybe I can share some of their things. Absolutely. I would.
Got it.
Yeah. But I think, Tony, if you're, one of the things too, I suggest to everyone, Tish and I were just talking about this in the last day or two, is like knowing who your avatar is, like knowing who your ideal person that you want to serve is, because then I think when you're on social media, it makes your decisions pretty quick. Like, do they fit into that category? And so I think, and sometimes that changes, right? Sometimes you realize, hey, this is not necessarily the person, but knowing exactly who that person is, would that person be a life coach? If they would, you should follow them.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Beth, did you have a question?
No, I just wanted to tell you thank you because I learned so much. I learned some of those
so
little
much.
tricks that I didn't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
So I already
Good.
got more engagement on Instagram. So
Oh, I'm
cool.
so glad. Oh, yay, I'm so glad. I meant to try and share before, but to be honest with you, I sort of forgot how to do it. So I had to try it out.
It worked.
Again, I like to be able to visually learn like that too. So I'm happy that you guys, that was helpful to y'all. And we don't always have to do Instagram on Tuesdays. I just know that all of our other Zooms are Facebook Zooms. And I think
it's important.
Kristen's maybe doing Instagram on Wednesday. But honestly, like, over the last 6 months, have found myself shifting more to Instagram. I mean, it's just so, the population is just, I mean, it's so much easier to connect with people, in my opinion, and really get to know people. But it is like more difficult as far as like the learning curve. At least it was for me. But if you've mastered Facebook, then it's time to master Instagram. And, I think having a balance of two is good. So I'm glad it was helpful. I hope you guys have a great day. And don't forget, just as a reminder, about Blair's promo for the mortgage giveaway. Make sure that you're updating your stuff and letting your team know. And then tonight, recruiting for the Wi-Fi Wealth Live group. And if you're not overly familiar, the group is sort of making some shifts, and we sort of are changing. Every Tuesday night, we're going to be going live in there, but it's not going to be necessarily always big webinars. Like tonight, I am talking about time, like giving 3 tips on how you can be more productive with your business and your personal life. And so you guys, when you think about that, that is a great tool to recruit people in, just to learn something. And it's you offering a value to them. And so just know that we'll have one of those every Tuesday night for you to invite to. And then the master, 8 o'clock mastering corporate call tomorrow night. So all right, you guys, y'all have a great Tuesday. Thanks for hopping on. Bye.
Bye.